Hey, I'm Relax Window, and today we're going to talk about Scooby-Doo becoming an anime. Yokoso Scooby-Doo is a brand new Scooby-Doo anime franchise announced by Warner Brothers that will be living on Tubi, so it will be free to watch. Frank Welker will be returning as Scooby-Doo, and Matthew Lillard will be returning as Shaggy. And they're going to be adding some new characters, which we'll talk about in a sec. This is the first ever Scooby-Doo anime franchise that will exist, and in 2024, there were announcements for Go-Go Mystery Machine by Warner Brothers. This appears to be the evolved version of that. You can see some of the artwork that was teased back then has now been updated and kind of feels like the same vibe. So the project has now resurfaced as Yokoso Scooby-Doo, and it is being produced with the Japanese anime studio OLM, who is also known for doing Pokemon. So I think visually this is going to be really stunning. And here's the plot. While visiting Japan on the ultimate foodie adventure, Scooby and Shaggy unwittingly release hundreds of monsters that are causing trouble across the country. And with the help of Scooby's uncle, a new character named Dasuke-do, and some of their new friends, a magical girl named Yume, and a gadget whiz named Takumi, the group will embark on an all-new mystery-filled adventure with monster chasing and fun-filled chaos. So it appears the monsters are real in this franchise, which kind of differs it from some of the OG franchise. We don't know if any of the other characters like Fred or Daphne or Velma are going to be appearing. There's always the chance for cameos, I suppose. But here's what we know for the release information. It's unclear if it'll be an episodic drop or a batch drop. So maybe we get all the episodes at once, or maybe it's like a weekly premiere type thing. In North America, it's going to be streaming on Tubi for free, and there's a chance for it internationally to air on different Cartoon Network platforms. And I'm sure more details will be released as it gets closer to the premiere, which right now we're thinking it's going to land in 2027. So about a year away, not too far. Overall, I'm really excited for this one. I think this announcement comes at a really interesting time in entertainment. Anime is having a huge moment right now, especially with the success in the past 3 to 5 years of One Piece, Demon Slayer, and other titles. Of course, anime fans have Crunchyroll as their #1 source of anime, but we've also seen major streamers like Netflix and HBO Max try to get their piece of the pie with anime. You know, Netflix had the live action version of One Piece, and HBO Max holds a lot of amazing anime titles right now on their platform. So having an enduring franchise like Scooby-Doo enter its anime era in this time, I think is going to do so well. It's going to bring so many new fans into the universe, and all the diehard Scooby fans are of course going to watch this one. And I feel like the kind of adventures they go on and just the show's vibe in general will do really well in the context of like anime and the visuals and the type of artistry that we see with this genre. And knowing that it's produced by the same company who made Pokemon is pretty awesome. I want to hear you guys' thoughts in the comments below. Does this sound interesting to you, and do you think it's going to do well? I'm definitely planning on watching it and want to know if you are too. I'm going to make another video about this when we know more about the franchise, so make sure to stay tuned and follow and subscribe in the meantime. And thanks for watching.